Hi, EC North. I'm really excited because today we're going to think about how water is moving in the real world. Let's go.
All right, to see how this is going to work, we need the biggest sheet of paper we can find. For me, that actually means that I'm going to use a couple of sheets of paper together. Just kind of regular size paper, and I'm going to put them together to make a bigger piece of paper. Great, so I've got my big sheet of paper. I kind of just taped 4 pieces of paper together to make a bigger sheet of paper. Rumpy thinks it's very interesting. Once you've got your big sheet of paper, you're going to get some markers or pencils or colored pencils or crayons, whatever you have handy. You're going to take a dark color so it shows up well. I'm choosing black. And you're going to draw a big circle all across the paper. Let me show you what I mean. It's okay if the circle's not perfect. It's all right. You just try your best to make a circle. I am making my circle. I'm going across all the sheets of paper. Sometimes I have to lift my marker because it gets close to an edge. And I'm going and I'm making the circle. I've got my big circle there. Here, I want you guys to be able to see it. And you want other people to be able to see it when you're done with yours too. You can double do the line so everyone can see your big circle. And again, it's okay if it's not a perfect circle. You do your best. You go all the way around. All right. So I've got my circle. That means I'm ready for the next step. For this next step, you're going to need something yellow, something white. I've got cotton balls, and something blue that you can cut. So I've got a sheet of paper, the blue sheet of paper, and I've also got scissors. I mentioned cutting. I've got scissors that work for my fingers. So you should get some scissors that work for your fingers. If you're interested in what we're doing with this circle, and we're going to show you what that is in just a moment. Now remember, we're thinking about water and how it moves in the real world. In the real world, water moves in a big, big circle. That is called a cycle. It goes around and around and around and around. It does not stop. It's called the water cycle, and we can see how that happens. We're going to use our yellow, our white, and our blue to look at where the water is going in the circle, how it is moving in the real world. We're going to start with our yellow item. It can be anything from around your house that's yellow, and that's yellow. It's okay if it's not a flower like I have. I just found something that I thought was yellow that would work. This yellow thing is going to be the sun. We're going to put it at the top of our circle for the water cycle, the sun. Now the next thing we need is our white item. I just looked around my house for something fluffy and white. I found cotton balls, so I'm going to use those. And the cotton balls are going to be the clouds. I'm going to add them to my water cycle, and you'll see where. All right, so I've got my clouds. They're next to my sun, but in a different part of my circle. So there's going to be water moving from this part to this part. Now let's figure out what's going to go at the bottom. You might have guessed it's going to be our blue thing. I just got a blue kind of piece of paper. You look at it, it has kind of designs on it. I just liked it. So you can find anything in your house that's blue for this part. All right, so I cut my blue item out a little bit and I made it look like water for the bottom. It can go across the whole part of your bottom part of your circle. So you've got your sun, your yellow item, you've got your clouds, your white item, and you've got your water, your blue item. Now, remember the 3 ways that water can move. It can be fast, like water vapor. It can move slow, like ice, or it can move regular pace, like water we see in the outside world.
Now we're going to see how the water is moving in each part of this cycle, okay? Here at the bottom, we've got our regular pace water. I'm using a marker so you can see how the water is moving. The regular pace water heats up. And what does it become when the molecules go faster and faster? It becomes vapor. Water goes up and it becomes vapor. Then the molecules start to slow down again in the air. It turns from vapor and it goes really quickly into either water or sometimes it can even be ice. So it goes from vapor, it gets cool again and the molecules slow down and it becomes water again or ice. So I'm going to write water at the top and ice at the bottom. Then the water is or ice is kind of sitting in the clouds and the clouds get heavy. They say, oh my goodness, so much water. What am I gonna do? Then open up and they let all of the water out. So it becomes water again. It speeds up a little bit. If it's ice, it might not speed up enough to become back to water until it gets straight to the ground. But if it's water, it might speed up a little bit and come down on your head. Do you know what this is called? When you see water coming from the clouds, it can be regular paced, it can be fast paced. What do you think it's called? Yes, it's called rain. Rain. I'm gonna write water over here so you know that it's regular paced water. Coming back down to where the water started. And then it just goes around and around in a circle again. That is called the water cycle. All right, now it's time for you to make your own water cycle collage. You need something yellow, you need something white, and you need something blue. I think it helps if you have the biggest sheet of paper you can find, even if you have to tape pieces of paper together like I did. I think it'll help you see the big picture. Once you're done with your collage, you can send it to us and tell us how you think the water is moving in each part of the cycle. Bye.